Um, the best ones for American Horror Story was uh, season one, The Murder House. Then you have um, uh, I like Apocalypse. I'm probably saying that so wrong. Don't laugh. Apocalypse. I know I'm saying it's like the end of the world. I can't say that word, yo. Don't quote me though. Don't quote me. So Apocalypse, that one was good. But no. Well, actually, it gets good on episode 3. The first one was kind of like weird, but then it's like weird because it's like with Apocalypse. I think that was like season 5, maybe. Then you have okay, uh, the Coven. That was classic. That's when they had the witches. Oh yes, that was good. Oh, then when they introduced Lady Gaga to the show, the hotel. Oh my God, that was yo. They just had straight classic ones, and then they had when they had the not the hotel, the what's one that one was called Rogenberg or something, where it was like a ghost shit, like where Rokenberg or something. I'm probably, I don't know. It's the one with Cuban Gooding Jr. when he was on that one. But it was so like American Horror Story was my shit, yo. Like, oh my God, I could sit there and watch it over and over and over. But only to like to 2019, 2011 to 2019. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm telling you, those are the ones. Anything after that, I don't know. But then they have American Horror Stories. The 2 seasons was good. Those was good. It's like different stories they have. But the classic American Horror Story to me from 2011 to 2019, you could watch it. I feel like I have favorites, but oh yeah, and then election, the one when they did the election one. The reason why, let me tell you about why I like the election one, right? Now, I don't know the characters' names of the election. That's when the one where it was just it was talking about the elections. It was like when Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, like it was surrounded around the election, right? And so it was this couple, and the woman was kind of like, she has so much fear and so much phobia and stuff like that, right? And her wife was kind of like playing her on it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it was like this whole cult. It was like this whole cult that her wife was a part of. And she was pretty much trying to bring her wife down. Her wife already had issues. You know what I'm saying? She already had her own little phobias. She was always crying. She was just like weak and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And her wife knew that, and her wife was cheating on her, and then plus she joined the cult, and she was kind of trying to bring this woman down and all that stuff. And once the woman realized that, like, I don't know their names, so I didn't realize I was going to talk about it, because I would have, I don't know their names off the bat of my. If you ever seen that, then you know. But the whole point is that once her wife knew that she was being played, right? Her whole character had to switch up. She had to switch up. Like, she had to get rid of that weak persona and become strong. Like, you know what I'm saying? She had to use their games against them. She had to play their game, right? You know what I'm saying? She made them think. that, you know what I'm saying, she was on a team, but she pretty much, her whole focus was to bring them down, especially the leader. I mean, like, yo, when I tell you, she did a 360. Like, she did a whole complete 360, and I kind of like that shit. Like, it was just like, she went from being weak to victorious. You know what I'm saying? Like, she played their own game against them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I liked about that one. I hated the fact that she kept crying and stuff like that at the beginning. Oh my God. Mm-mm. But she played their game against them, my dude. Like, she became strong immediately. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, and she, you know what I'm saying? She eventually, because they tried to take her child away from her. They just tried to break her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you in a relationship with somebody, and you know what I'm saying, you care about them, you there for them, and they just playing you, and they, you know, they want to bring you down, they cheating on you, you know what I'm saying, they conspiring with somebody else to ruin and destroy your life. It was just like so much stuff in that damn season. And I was just like, yo, the writers was on point. I don't know, like I said, I don't know, when a pandemic happened, I don't know what happened. Yo, I don't know what the hell happened, son. Like, this last one that they had, I couldn't even get through it. Yo, I did like, I think Kim Kardashian was in this last one. I think. I don't even know if I even watched the last one. Cause I just remember the last one I seen, I just seen 2 episodes, and I couldn't get through it because it felt like the last season was like the other season. It was just like weird. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, what's going on with the writers with this shit? Like, and you don't even see like the main characters on them no more. The one who played Jeffrey Dahmer in the Netflix special or whatever, he was on there. I didn't even see that Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix. I can't watch that because, first of all, they got that down as some sci-fi shit. And I'm just like, that's something that really happened. Like, why would I want to watch that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's weird shit. Like, why would I want to watch some man eat another man? Like, I don't know. Like, that don't make, I couldn't watch that. Like, even though, because I just remember as a kid watching the news and, you know, everything in regards to, I don't know, I couldn't watch that. Like, I'd rather watch American Horror Story. It's crazy because American Horror Story, I think they had in the hotel season, right? They had like, they called it, it was a murder night. It was called, what is this night called? It's a day before Halloween, or the day on Halloween, where all the murder people come together and they meet up. And Jeffrey Dahmer was one of them. But it wasn't a guy who played on the Netflix special. I could watch that, but I can't. I didn't watch that Netflix special. But anyway, I brought that up to say that he was in American Horror Story for the longest. And he's a great ass actor, yo. I don't know his name. I wasn't expecting to talk about this, right? So he was on there, and then the other chick, she wasn't on there. I don't know these actors' names. I'm horrible. Horrible. Anyway, I don't know their names, but the main people who was in American Horror Story for the longest, they wasn't on there. And what's crazy is the one from 2019, they wasn't on. But that was still good. But I don't know, 2021 and up, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what these writers going through. I told myself, I was like, I'm giving it one more season. But I didn't even watch the last season. Like I said, I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I know Kim Kardashian was in it, but it was just whack. Like I wasn't feeling it. Cause it's just like I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, but then it is whatever it is. Let me know if you guys watch American Horror Story and what's your best season. What's the best season for you? But I don't know. Stranger Things, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like the writers, yo, that is a good ass show. So that show I like, and then From is a good show too. Oh my god, I can't wait for the new season. And another show that I like is The Shy. The Shy is on point. Now those are the shows that I watch. Other than that, I don't know. It's nothing else that I could think of. The Shy season, it just came off pretty good. It was really good. It was really really good. But that one, I feel like The Shy is a current show that I was watching that recently came off. American Horror Story, I haven't watched that in a while. Like, I haven't watched that. From that was the season just ended. It just ended like the beginning of the year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Um yeah, but I feel like I like the Stranger Things because it 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 taps into I don't want to say it taps into like the astral realm because it's like the opposite. Like I don't want to say it's like the opposite, but they show how there's a different dimension other than the dimension that they're in, and they call it like the upside down. But what's funny is it's like season 4, they have a character, not character, but they have, well, it is a character, but Vecna, right? So he's like the villain of the show or whatever for season 4, right? And so the way he attacks them is that he's in the upside down, but he's I want to say he's sleeping pretty much. Like he attacks them like with his mind or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in the upside down in the attic connected to all the they call it the what they call it, the vines, no, they call it the hive. So everything is kind of like connected or some shit like that. Like everything, like if you in the upside down and you walk in and you step on one of the hives, they all feel it, and they could detect or some shit like that. Like they could detect that somebody's there, and they immediately start attacking you. So when you walking in the upside down, you got to look on the floor and see all the vines and make sure you don't step on nothing. Like you can't touch nothing. And then what's crazy is that he has like different shit attacking. You know what I'm saying? Like for season 1, season 2, season 3, like the portals was opened up by the portals was opened up by L, which is 11, who is also Jane, who is a young girl who has like abilities to like move shit with her mind and shit like that. And she also could like she goes into like some type of meditative state where she like could tap into somebody else's mind and see what's going on. Like she could see shit in her head or some shit like that. Like she could, you know what I'm saying? It's like something like that. I'm probably not explaining it right, but it is what it is. If you guys seen it, definitely comment. Let me know what you think. Do response, whatever. So like, yeah, so like in season 1, she kind of like opened the gate to that that world or whatever like that, right? Because they had like she goes into like this deprivation tank where she's like I don't know, like she goes into it and then like she I don't know, the way I perceive it is meditation. It's like she goes into it and then she goes in her head in the water or some shit like that. And so when she went into her head, because the guy tried to make it seem like, oh yeah, I want you to go spy on, see what this, because what he did was have her do like little exercises or whatever. He'd be like, before he put her in that water, he put some shit on her head, and she was like sitting there, and he'll show her a picture or some shit like that. He'd be like, oh, go see what she's doing, you know, go spy on this person, or you know, he'll just have her do different exercises. And so he'll be like, oh well, because it's not just her, with the powers, it's other kids. So you know what I'm saying, she's called 11 because she's number 11, but he got like number 13, number 10, number 8. He got a whole bunch of kids with all these abilities to kind of like tap into other people's minds or some shit like that, or see what they doing and shit. But everybody power is kind of different, because in season 2 it was another little girl who she had the ability, but she was able to tap into people's mind and make their mind see some shit that's not real. But she was utilizing her power to kind of like do like, you know, criminal activity and shit like that. Because it pretty much, season 2 pretty much starts off with her, you know, she doing something like I guess they did some criminal activities and they running from the police. And so, you know, they driving away or whatever like that, and the cop car is chasing them, right? And so she closed her eyes, and so they going under this like little bridge shit, and she made it seem like the bridge was collapsing, but only one police officer saw it, and that was the police officer who was leading the other police officers in the chase to follow them or whatever. And so she did some shit. She closed her eyes and then she opened her hands, and then all of a sudden, like, the whole bridge shit was falling. And that one police officer who was in the first police car saw it, and he kind of like you know, avoided going under there. And so the other police people was like, what the hell is wrong with you, whatever. And then when he got out the car, he saw that it didn't collapse. You feel what I'm saying? So with her, she was in the same, like, I don't want to say focus group or nothing like that, but she was under the doctor. What's his name? They call him Papa, but he got a whole name. I don't even know his name. They call him Papa. So she was with 11, like, in the earlier stages when she was younger and shit, like in a rainbow room with her, like, you know, or whatever. And so, like, with that, she had that ability. See, I'm getting tired. She had that ability to do that or whatever. But I don't know, it's good. It's really a good show. But as far as, like, you know, I wonder, could people really do shit like that? You think people could really do shit like that? Like, like, as far as, like, I feel like the way season 4, like, the way it would, to me, it feels like, and I feel like, from my observation in terms of, like, the dream realm, right? Because it's just like, I feel like when you going into a dream realm, right, to me, there's different dimensions within the dream realm. what different realms within the dreams, right? And I just feel like sometimes your dreams can feel real. Sometimes you could be very lucid in your dreams and be like, well, damn, I know I'm dreaming. And you could be on a whole total mission and get shit done and get messages and communicate and, actually go to invade other people's dreams. So with season 4, the way this dude, I was gonna say something, the way Vecna was able to infiltrate people's mind, especially when they was, especially the people who was traumatic. But when you actually really looked at it, he could see all that shit. He could see like everything. Like when you, like for those out there, people out there who actually really watched like Stranger Things, like season 4 or whatever like that, I feel like he could really tap into people's mind, and it's not like just the traumatic aspect, right? But I feel like the people who experienced the traumatic, he was able to have a different hold on them or some shit like that. Like that's how he was able to control them in a sense from the trauma and stuff. But when you kind of look at it, it was like, yo, he was able to know what these people was thinking and shit like that, or to tap into it. But that made me think about like with the astral realm and shit like that, like, and with dreams. Because I told you guys, like, well, I pretty much on another video, I talked about being summoned into somebody else's dream, or it wasn't really somebody else's dream. I just really think I was summoned into somebody. I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was somebody else's dream, to be honest. I think it was somebody else's in their life, be like straight like that, like like a physical. I don't even know if it was somebody else's dream. I just think I was just summoned to where they was at in my sleep, because this particular dream was like, I would never forget this dream. Never. I would never forget this dream. I carry it with me, and I always ask myself, like, what if I went and never ran? What if I would have just asked the question, why did you bring me here? So it was this dream I had, right? I'm shaking my hand because my hand is going to sleep. It's like, let me get up. My hand is going to sleep. So I'm shaking it. If you hear any noise, well, you guys hear the AC in the back. The AC ain't coming off. We having a whole live heat wave. But anyway, so this particular dream I had, right? I'm not even going to go into the whole beginning of it or whatever like that, because the whole beginning of it and all that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is I was in this living room. I come to be in this living room, right? I'm in this living room. It's like some type of, the way the living room is, like, you know how when you at your grandparents' house and they got the living room set with the damn they got the living room set with the plastic on it, like those kind of vibes, like an old school living room type of shit. So I'm sitting there like, all right, I'm in this living room. Then all of a sudden I come to know, oh shit, I'm dreaming. This is a dream. I'm lucid. So I'm getting excited because I'm like, yo, whenever I'm dreaming, it's a lucid dream. I'm aware. Boom. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to switch up the dream. I'm going to be doing some hot stuff. Like, I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying, flying, jumping high. Like, I get to do whatever I want to do. That's how I associate with lucid dream, because lucid dream, that's where you become aware that you're dreaming. You could do whatever you want to do. It's just like a fat kid in a candy store type of shit, right? So I'm like, wait, hold on. Typically, when I have a lucid dream, I just think about what I want to do and I'm doing it. But this time, I'm having a lucid dream. I'm aware, but I can't change nothing. It was just like me just being aware and being conscious that I'm dreaming, and I can't change nothing. You know how that felt in that moment? It just felt like I was in a box or some shit like that. Like, and I couldn't get out of this box. That's how it felt. Like, I just, it was no other way of me explaining it. Because I never experienced that before. Like, I've always experienced, you know, with that level of awareness. Like, oh, I'm dreaming. Because, you know, I immediately associated, you know, lucidity with doing whatever I wanted to do. So I'm like, it's bugging me out, but I'm like, all right, boom. So I see this long hallway. I walk down the long hallway. Within this hallway, there's a whole altar. And I'm talking about like, it looks like an altar from like a Catholic church, like that has so many 7-day candles, yo. Like, when I tell you it was so many 7-day candles, it was just like, it was just so many candles. So I'm looking like, yo, this is so many candles. And the only reason why I just said like Catholic church, you know how the Catholic church, they always have like the 7-day candles outside, and some people go to it and they pray. It was just like something like that. And it was just like, so I'm walking down the hallway, and then it's like on the right side. And when I tell you it was like over 50 candles, it was a whole bunch of candles. Like so many candles. And it was like layered. I never seen nothing like it. And then like right across from it, it was like this kitchen, right? It was an open kitchen. And it was like this person that just was shape shifting. Like just shape shifting into other people. I just saw him just changing and changing. Like, he kept shape shifting into like different people, son. Like, the shit was crazy. And I'm like, and at this time I'm bugging out. Like, I'm like, what the hell? I'm literally bugging out, son. Like, y'all, I'm bugging. I am straight bugging. And I'm like, what am I doing here? Right? And, yo, he immediately stopped shape shifting. It was like this man. And he like, yo, I brought you here. Yo. He told me that he brought me there. Homeboy stopped shape shifting. He stopped shape shifting. I'm telling you, he was just shape shifting into like different people, son. Like, this shit is just, he just said, I brought you here. Tell me why. I was fucking bugging out. I started running up and down the hallway, son. Like, it was just like this crazy shit, yo. Instead of me saying, why did you bring me here? Why did you? Because that would have been a great conversation. That would have been an excellent conversation. That would have been a conversation I would have remembered. That could have been a conversation I could have got some insight from. Who knows? But yo, that shit bugged me out. And in that moment, I'm like, yo, people could summon you to their dreams. That's when I knew that. And I feel like And the reason why I brought that up is because in season 4, she was like, because with season 4, Elle, she wanted to help Max because she was, because she was her last, because she was Vecna's last victim or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She was dealing with some traumatic shit that happened with her stepbrother, and he had a hold of her or whatever like that. And so she wanted to help her or help them because they was trying to go to the upside down to take him out. Like they had a whole plan, and she pretty much knew the plan because, like I said, she meditates. They don't call it meditating, but that's what it is. She meditates, and somehow she's able to channel them. You know what I'm saying? She's able to, would that be considered like remote viewing what she doing? You know what I'm saying? She really channeling and seeing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I call it meditation, like, but they call it something else. But this ain't no Stranger Things review, but I'm just trying to like really, I don't know how I got to this. I went through everything today, but yeah, so she kind of knew that they needed her help because she knew how strong Vecna was, for the simple fact that she the one who sent him to that realm, to that dimension he was in. She bound him there as a little kid. But that's, what I'm saying, whatever. But so he was doing all this stuff in her head, pretty much, because he was in an upside down in a meditative state, attacking her with his mind. He infiltrated her mind. And so Elle was like, well, she could piggyback off of Max's mind, where she was at, in a deprivation tank, like, what I'm saying, floating in salt water, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was all within the mind. And I'm like, yo, with the whole dream stuff, when we enter different dimensions and different realms and stuff like that, we enter that shit in the mind. All that stuff. But it feels so real. How was that possible? I remember I cried in the dream. That's the worst, yo. It was just so painful. Yo, I swear, I done cried in the dream. I done laughed in the dream. And it feels like so real. But like, that shit is crazy though. Like, it's crazy. But I don't know. It makes me think about like the subconscious, but and tapping into that, like that deep subconscious stuff. Oh my god, I went live, and I think I've really talked about this, dove it into the subconscious mind in the dream realm. I know I pretty much spoke about this on Facebook, but I remember I was going on live and I was talking about it, and something happened to the footage. I don't know what happened to it, but I forgot the point I was trying to make with this. I don't know, but oh, I'm getting sleepy, yo. So I don't know, but I'm gonna get off of this. Maybe I'll come back and talk about Stranger Things and the correlation that I feel it has with dreams and astral travel, and how really like your mind, I don't know. I don't know what point I'm trying to make right now. I'm sleepy. All right, peace.